What is up, everybody? Dr. Spilkin here, bringing you something that's not a Flash game for something once in a while, since I haven't done anything like this. I need to turn down the volume real quick. Yeah, playing a game that is not a Flash game. If I can get my bearings about me. That music just keeps pounding away in my head, and I don't necessarily want to listen to that constantly while trying to talk. It sort of distracts me. But nonetheless, Renowned Explorers, it just released. Not even really sure when it released. My brother told me about it today, and thus I picked it up, and I've been playing it for roughly 5 hours, and I'm enjoying the hell out of the game, honestly. It feels like Darkest Dungeon mixed with a little bit of XCOM with how you move. It's not necessarily XCOM, but XCOM-like games, the turn-based sort of grid-style moving. Anyways, it has a lot of cool elements in it, and I can sit here and explain them to you all day, or we can just jump in and I can explain as I go, which that's what I'm usually better at. So, as soon as you hop in, it asks you if you want to play Discovery Mode or Adventure Mode. Basically, it's like Hardcore Mode and Core Mode. With this, you can retry all of your events whenever you want, and you'll reach new places faster. This is what you want if you want to make discoveries. This is what you want if you want to make it harder. So we're going to go with Adventure Mode because I don't want to quit. I don't want to redo a situation if we fuck up, if we die. Well, I say that, but I don't know. Dying is sort of a part of this game. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go with Discovery Mode for this first one, just till I get a little bit more used to it. I'm going to go ahead and read this so you guys sort of get filled in along the way. On this screen, you can pick your crew. First, select Captain, which will give you a unique ability. You can unlock more captains for playing the game. Then select other slots and pick your other crew members. Different crew members have different strengths, so choose wisely. You don't want to be shown that message again. So for our captain, we only start off with one captain in each category. And you'll see if you click on the captain, you have a captain perk, and then all their information over here, their age, nationality. The game goes very in depth. As far as what we want to be, gain 100% gold from treasure hunt. We don't really see that many treasure hunts in this game. At least I haven't seen all too many, so completing research paper will give you your study token a random improvement. Plus 50% gold from encounters. Plus 1 campaign when you solve an encounter devious. You know, I think we want to take Victor because I've yet to take him. So, Victor is a balanced fighter with high armor and no real weakness. He can quickly turn an aggressive fight friendly. Victor is a supportive addition to any aggressive or friendly crew. One thing I do like is they sort of give you recommended squad. So, recommended crew go friendly or aggressive with Felipe and Quam. So what we do is, and I'm just going to use one of the recommended. That's Quam. One of the recommended groups, probably. Quam is a retort. I can't pronounce that word. I apologize. Retortion? I don't know. Anyway, speaker with great speech and speech defense, but lacking attack and armor. Quam can heal an ally's spirit with a great cheer. Quam does well in most crews. Does the best in a friendly crew. Try to team him up with someone with good armor. And lastly, we will pick up Victor, wherever he may be. Maybe up top here. Did we pass him? Who does it say? Felipe and Quam. Who's this? That is Quam. This says he should go with Felipe and Victor. And last but not least, Felipe. Felipe is a balanced scientist with great attack and speech defense, but lacking armor. actually, I'm going to try, just because I tried this in one of my other ones and I've been liking it so far, I'm going to try this out and run a sort of devious group. Yeah. And we start our adventures. And if you select details, you can, I should have done it in that menu, but if you click see details, you'll see all of the moves, all the stats of the character, and it's pretty nice actually. So we'll get it loaded up in here, and this is it. You just got your Renowned Explorers International Society membership. Yvonne wants to make a big entrance and goes for an elusive treasure, a Viking ship. Rumors are the boat belonging to the famous explorer Leif Erikson is somewhere on this forgotten land. Now, I would go through the tutorial, but I already went through it, and it's long and tedious, and there's a lot that I don't want to read about, so... and I'm still learning the game as I go. I don't know it all the way, and I'm not claiming that I do. So if there's any hints, tips, tricks, whatever it may be that you guys know, I would be more than willing to listen to them and take your guys' opinions into consideration. So basically, you get like an FTL type mapping system whenever you're in an exploration, or whatever you want to call these expeditions, adventures, you know, whatever. And you move from tile to tile, and basically each time you move, as you saw, it takes a supply, blah blah blah, you're welcome. Continue this one. Okay, so there's a lot going on in this game whenever you first get a look at it, but the more you play it and the more you get used to it, the more it makes sense, and it sort of all ties in together. So each move you make takes one supply. We start out with 7, so we have roughly 7 moves to get from the starting place to our end place before we run out of supplies and our armor starts breaking, our people can't attack right, all that kind of stuff. And then we have a little number over here called the resolve, and basically every time one of your crew member dies or gets knocked out, whatever this game refers to it as, it will spend a resolve. And so basically we can only let 2 people die, or really 1, because if we lose that last resolve, then we lose. So and all these little gold things are new spots that we can go to, and it tells us how many supplies are going to take for us to get there. And as you can see, whenever you hover over one, it'll tell you what these little symbols mean. For instance, there's research to be found here. The little spiral, blue spiral, that's research. The sort of back and forth arrows, that's encounters, that's like fighting in this game. And this is status, which we'll get into status and research and what you spend your gold on all a little bit later. It's sort of on down the road. So we'll go and go over here. Even though it is an encounter and we may not want to fight everyone we run into, getting another encounter token as well as some gold underneath us will be good for whenever we go back. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention earlier, whenever you first get into an encounter, this menu will pop up, and basically it's just telling you how many starting points you have in your attitude, and basically what you get for completing it in that manner. So if we defeat all the enemies in a devious manner, then we'll get the encounter token and the campaign token. So that's sort of what we're aiming for, because aggressive and friendly, while it would still give us rewards, would not give us as great of rewards. So, and we will review it. I'm thinking about how I want to do this. We'll just wait for you right now. Okay. Well, you're gonna die. I've decided that one. Might as well go and kill him. Oh, so close. So close to just flat out killing him all by herself, but we'll have Yvonne come in here with the cleanup crew and get him so sad he doesn't even want to fight us anymore. He just wants to be alone. And it's not gonna lie, it's kind of depressing. But we're running over here with our teacher, and we're not quite one-shotting any enemies yet. Not that, you know, I would expect to, considering this is level 1 or anything, but we're dealing some pretty nice damage. The only thing about this game is it sort of lulls you into a false insecurity by how much damage you do, but then whenever you turn around, well, that wasn't a good example because the old lady has high armor, or higher armor. And what that fumble was him missing. I really need to explain all these stats. Okay, so and sort of the whole attacking interface and everything in it. So the battling in this game, like I said, is turn-based, and you have your little moves down here. Everyone has their basic melee or ranged attack, but they have their basic, you know, aggressive move where you're going to attack them, you're going to physically hurt them. And then that's when it starts splitting off. A lot of characters do have friendly moves, which if used on your own people, because you can select your own people with this. If I was to select her and use it on her, it would make her happy. But also, if she had lost some health, it would heal her back up. So the game sort of uses the attitude in the game to deal damage and be its buffs and debuffs. So like this enrage, if the target becomes enraged, if it's negative, so basically if it's on the left side of that green bar you see just beneath the characters and it's in the red, then he will automatically receive minus 25 armor, which is good if you're, you know, it sort of allows you to build a party around killing enemies in a certain way. Now don't get me wrong, there will be enemies in the future that sort of fuck up your plans and they'll be resistant, and you know, it's a video game, you're supposed to have challenges. So nonetheless, the stats, basically you have speech power, which is like ability power if you're thinking about it in League of Legends terms, or you know, your magic, your intelligence, sort of. It's what your spells are sort of going to use. I don't know what to describe these as other than that. Your attack power is what your aggressive moves are going to be based off of. And I mean, it'll tell you actually right in the move itself. You know, power 80% happiness, so it's based off how happy you are, or maybe how happy the match is. I still haven't decided that. Like, figured that one out because I skipped the tutorial as well. Doesn't, not one of my favorite things to do, go through and read the tutorial. Nonetheless, speech power, that is like your, you know, your bread and butter if you're doing magic damage. Speech defense, that is your magic resist basically. You got your attack power, which obviously is your basic attacks. Your armor for reducing your physical damage numbers dealt to you. Your movement, which is obvious, you know, the number of squares or tiles you can move. And then you have your grit. Grit is your chance of evading, so that thing where he fumbled or did whatever, tumbled, whatever it says, that was him hitting that 21% chance and basically getting fucked by not attacking me. So now that I've wasted a hell of a lot of time sitting here just explaining shit and having the hiccups, I apologize. It appears as though everything hit me all at once, but it is 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this, so I'm sure you guys can be a little understanding on that. Yeah, we'll clean up this last one, and I may only do this first expedition. I may go through it and do it video by expedition, and of course the later ones will be longer as we level up. But at the same time, this game is very roguelite-ish, so if we ever die along the way, we'll probably just start over. Then, I don't know, I'm not sure, because these can be pretty pretty tasking and pretty long game, so I don't want to make you guys sit through all that for one episode. And I know this first episode's going to be long just because all the explaining and all that. Okay, so we still have 5 moves. I want to get some status before we go back. Let's see. And there's a lot to read in this game. I guess I should read it all. I should go ahead and decide to do that now rather than later. You descend the hill and walk past a magnificent grave. You read the stone. Here lies Bornwulf of Myrsa, King of Myrsa. Under his reign, the Abbey of St. Peter was rebuilt. Bornwulf, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing these wrong, because I'm a very southern, very English, very Americanized man. So, yeah, I apologize for that. Nonetheless, Bjornwulf, however, met his end at the hands of King Egbert's army in 826 AD. May St. Peter watch over his soul, the grave of an old king, always an honor. Great, continue, and we get 2 extra campaign tokens, and basically, I mean, you can scroll over. That is the nice thing about this game. Even if you want to skip all throughout the tutorials, you can pretty much mouse over anything and it'll tell you, you know, the details about it, what you're going to get from it. And I don't know, I just feel like it's nice. It's a good quality to have in a game like this where, you know, people don't want to spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours reading about tutorials just to get into a complicated game. Sometimes they just want to jump in and start playing, get their asses kicked for a little bit, and then come back as a badass, you know? Not everyone, there's a number of things that can happen. So, this is an ancient Viking battlefield. Yvonne imagines the wondrous treasure that is to be found here, not to speak of the fame awaiting you for such prestigious discovery. Yvonne ponders what to do next. The crew goes on and starts looking around like true explorers. After 40 minutes or so of investigation, Yvonne finds something. Let's see what it could be. And it gave us little percentages, but since I don't really know what the items are yet, you know, they're all the same to me. But nonetheless, we got a Viking shield, which will give us 3 campaign tokens right off the bat. And if we get a level 2 athlete, then they will gain 5 armor passively. So that is the nice thing about treasures. They are passives throughout the game. And we got 1 secret. For each secret token. Yeah. So, another detail I should go ahead and I guess throw out there. Your people have roles, kind of. This is a very depthy game. So you have your perks, which help with you know, things like this, where it says there could be something odd here. It helps with situations, random situations, I guess would be the best way. But then you also have like a character archetype, I guess. See, because even though she's an archaeologist, perk-wise, which means, you know, she probably knows or might have taught that, she is also a scientist. So any bonuses that work with archaeologists, she'll get, and any bonuses that work with scientists, she will also get. And up here as well, where you will see, you know, what each of them are. An easy way to remember it: green scout, blue scientist, yellow speaker, and red is athlete. So yeah, pretty simple. And spirit is actually your health in this game. I know I didn't really talk about that, but that is that. And we got 3 moves, so this will take me 1. Goofy looking man. While scouting the area, a goofy looking man comes running up to you. Are you by any chance renowned explorers? You see, I'm kind of a big deal here, and I would love to travel with them and be part of their entourage. You know, to see the world? Why yes, we are the renowned explorers, and we could surely use you on board. I was gonna wait and talk about this whenever we made it back to the main hub, the main city, but I guess I'll go ahead and explain it. The man is very happy. I can't wait, I'll promise, to make your campaigns more effective. He rushes to your airship. Agatha is skeptical about whether such a goof will actually be of any use. Of course she is. She's an old hag. But our entourage are sort of like bonus passive helpers. So every lobbyist that we get will give us 1 to 3 status points from the tokens that we earn on our campaign. So it's like boosting each one of these tokens so that whenever we do go on explorations, expeditions, adventures, whatever this game calls it, it makes our time a little bit more worthwhile. So good pickup. I'm glad to have seen it. This day of exploring was not that exciting, but you did manage to find some rare edible mushrooms. A great party gift. I'd say so. And we got another campaign token. So we'll go in here and do the mission. Viking boat must be nearby. Once you get there, this expedition will come to an end. You can come back to this place when you wish to continue later. Are you ready to go? Onwards and forwards. What I say to that. Boats and bullies. The crew searches the hills and dales thoroughly until you spot it in the distance. An intact Viking boat. The crew rushes towards the amazing find. It will surely skyrocket your reputation at the renowned Explorer Society. My God, I should never record when I'm tired. I just now realized that because I'm slurring my words and my speech is bad. Nonetheless, the crew is stopped by a familiar face. The French explorer. I'm just gonna call him Riv. Is that alright with you guys? Alright. Riv, #1 in the most promising explorers ranking. He laughs. Thank you, amateur. How very lucky you are to find this fine Viking boat just after me. Under Rule 24B of the Explorer's Mandate, fellow explorers should help each other out, and I really need this treasure to affirm my #1 position. Your help will not be forgotten. Well, maybe. And then, of course, your character gets pissed because someone else is trying to swoop in instead of the credit. Seems my explanation wasn't clear enough. Maybe my strong friend Tommy can explain the situation better. He's going to try and take it, and basically we got a fight on our hands. So this will be the last one we have for the video, the last one for this expedition. At the end of each expedition you will get into a fight like this. It's basically a boss fight. So yeah, we're gonna do tell me to impress with your skill. Usually these will actually be like, that's what I'm looking for. Bonuses, like if it's the 3 dots, sometimes it'll say they have a treasure map or something along those lines. But these are just pointless. So I'm gonna kill him and kill him. I'm gonna win deviously if at all possible. Let's see what we got going on here. So our main concern is going to be killing him. How much damage can we do? We can kill him right off the bat. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we move. We're going to move Archer. That has a 2 range on it. Okay, so we move her here and enrage that guy. And I know this will put us really close to Tommy and his sort of squad of goons, but we'll go ahead and get out 2 of the goons that are close to us and hopefully get up. We can get Yvonne into these little yellow squares I didn't mention, but they restore spirit each turn, so it's basically like they're healing you. I'll go ahead and take these 2 guys out. Just make them really sad about whatever weird ass wolf picture we just showed them. Alrighty. I like to keep my squad together. I've realized after playing for a little bit, I do better whenever they're all around each other. That might just be because I'm a noob, might just be because I don't know much in this game. God damn, he just smacked the shit out of her. Okay. So she's gonna have to go further back and Grandma's gonna have to come up that way. Because Grandma has more armor. Oh no, no! Okay. That wasn't that bad. Now, I want you over here. Okay, good. We can damn near take out half of his health just with that weaken. That should do tremendous. And we're gonna put Grandma in between everybody. I know that's not actually her name, and that might be slightly offensive. I apologize. We'll put Agatha in between everybody. I know she has a higher armor stat, so. And this should kill him. And the cool thing about bosses, cool and slightly annoying if you get set up in the wrong thing. In boss fights, you only have to kill the main boss, like how we just killed Tommy and the fight was over. We didn't have to kill all the goons because the goons will continuously spawn, so alright, my recommendation is don't even try it. Because by the time you get done with the first wave, there will be a second wave, and then your life will be coming to an end very close. Wow, you're so mean. Tommy runs off crying the Viking ship is gone, but the treasure map is yours. Everyone takes a look. The treasure map, blah blah blah, is passed around. After investigating it, the crew states their interpretation of the map. It points to another Viking antiquity site nearby. Points to a difficult to reach area. Wow, fuck that. A landmark on the map that locals might recognize. Well, that sounds the most likely. Vikings, I mean, yeah, it could be a map to another fucking Viking ship, but I highly doubt it if it was meant to be in the water. You know, that doesn't make much sense. But I could definitely see them making a map to the local town. Everyone needs a map of the town. That's why we have atlases, GPS, you know. Nonetheless, we got another item, +1 campaign whenever a level 2 archaeologist succeeds on the adventure wheel. That's good because we got Agatha keeping it real over there, and 5 study points right off the bat. So pretty nice find. With this last find, your expedition still concludes on a high note. However, it's clear that if you want to be the most renowned explorer, you'll have to beat Riv. Now it's personal. And we are stationed in London, so Highlands have been explored. We may not come back and explore here later, I don't believe. Pretty much once you've been somewhere, and then it'll total up all our stats at the end. And the renown is, it's like our fame. It's like a driving force. So if you're interested, you can come down here and see sort of what you've got from everything, because you know it is sort of random, it is sort of off. And if we continue, this is where you're now. He's sitting at 2,500. He stays at 2,500. Your goal, your job is to get 2,500 renowned within, I forget how many expeditions you can do, like 5? 5 is in each. I haven't made it through all of them yet, but in the game I'm playing, I'm getting close. Nonetheless, a magnificent job. The Board of Renowned Explorers International Society is impressed by your exploration skills in the Highlands. For this achievement, Chairman Pinkerton gives you an upgrade to your airship, which allows you to carry more supplies. You will get this upgrade every time after the first expedition. It'll give you 3 supplies, that an extra 3 supply capacity, and the extra renown is always nice, and the extra insight points always nice. So, Pinkerton tells you, we're pleased that you're aiming to become the #1 explorer. However, I wonder if you can beat the already successful Riv. We hope that you will uncover many secrets in your endeavors. The society has many leads as to where secrets may lie in wait. You can do 4 more expeditions before the most renowned explorer is elected, so make them count. Got it. And basically this just recaps everything that the tutorial told you, only a little bit faster. Alrighty. Attention explorer, having trouble yeah. And if you, basically, question mark for help. Okay, so if it wasn't obvious in every other video game, of course the little blue up arrow, or the little flashing arrow, means we can level up. And how this works is the squares in the middle are your moves, the bonus move you'll be getting with the level. And you get to choose from 2 upgrades basically, and you only get 1 of the 2 if that wasn't obvious. I think I want to make her really good with speech. I want her to be dealing a lot of damage and just destroying destroying everybody. Now, however, I want our granny to be beefy. I want her to be able to take every goddamn hit that the enemy can dish out and survive it. And honestly, we'll just upgrade her in survivalist again, give her more grit, greater chance of not getting hit. If only that's what grit stood for. No. So, anyways, here's the main map. This is like the main hub where you'll be doing all your luxury time spending, I guess. This is where you can research. And basically, this is sort of like a civilization type style. You unlock it, you get a bonus for unlocking it, you get a bonus for maxing it out, and you get bonuses within the tree. So, honestly, I enjoy this. And do we have how much? 20 research next cost. I like to go and get the early resolve. It's good in my opinion, and it makes you harder to kill on missions. So we'll go and do that. Yeah, now we'll sort of go in and try and find some specialists, because these are like the passive bonuses that are really good. So gain 1 extra collect if you resolve and encounter devious. That's good because that's our goal. Gain 1 extra campaign if you blah blah blah. Basically, we don't care about these two because our group is set up to kill people deviously, super deviously. So we'll go ahead and hire him. It'll cost us a pretty penny, but it's all right. 3 gold from each collect. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get one of the merchants because we're going to be collecting each time we win with devious now. So an extra 1 to 3, definitely something we want to do. All right, and I think that may be all we want to do in there for right now. We only have 116. Wow, we are low for gold. That is for sure. Trying to think about how exactly I want to do this. Okay, so she doesn't have really any defense, but she has. I think I'm just gonna go for making Yvonne a hoss. So that'll work for that for right now. And then you have these little things that you can spend your insight points on, and basically these are just to get you exactly what you see: research points, campaign points, and collect tokens, which are like your money basically. And I am going to try and get us a little bit more money. Let's see how much this gives us. 15. We'll do it one more time. Alright. Bueno, now we can go to the shop. And I don't want that. I'm gonna give this another book, and I'm gonna throw it on the grandma. There we go. Alrighty, so now we'll be hitting pretty hard next time we come back. Oh, we still have one more. I'm gonna go to Berlin and get my research points up because I enjoy getting more bonuses. That's just how I like to play. I don't know. But nonetheless, what else? We'll go. We've already upgraded that. Need to upgrade that. Have we upgraded this? We have not upgraded this. I think what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade this, which basically gives us more helpers and another specialist page. So, You guys can pause it if you want and look over this, but I know I'll be back and reread this page at least 1,000,000 times on my later videos, so I'm just gonna come back here. Yeah, we definitely want a journalist. I enjoy the journalist 1 to 3 status from each encounter. That's just very bueno in my idea. Very good, you know. But nonetheless, I think that's majority of the game in a nutshell. As quick as I can do it, as quick as I can do the intro, basically. You guys got it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure you like it. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And if there's anything I've messed up on, be sure to tell me and I'll try my best to fix it. Thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.